This whole thing just brings back bad memories.
Adam
I love
Jensen,
working here, but
please
it's
report to
hard
your
knowing that
office.
at any second...
Adam Jensen?
I can't talk about it.
Another bunch of radicals burst through the door like right now and start shooting.
Jensen, remember me? No, that sounds too desperate.
What do you mean?
Hey, Jensen. Man, it's good to see you. I'm glad you're back. How are you holding up?
I manage.
I'm sorry about Megan. I know it must be hard. For a while, we thought you were a goner, too. Everything's going to shit. The attack on HQ, and now this mess with the factory.
Yeah, tough times all around. How about you, Corella? You okay?
I don't know. I fucked up. I mean bad.
What happened?
Well, a couple of months ago, me and Tyndall, you know, one of Pritchard's techs, we started sneaking out some neuropozyne from one of the labs.
Jesus, Tim. You realize this could get you fired. Worse, arrested if the company chooses to prosecute. What were you thinking?
I know. It's complicated. I didn't want to do it at first, but there were good reasons. Anyway, now I want out, but Tyndall has security footage of me stealing the stuff and says he'll expose me if I ever stop helping him. I'm in a bad spot, Adam. I need that footage back. I know you're busy with everything that's going on right now, but I could really use your help.
All right. Tell me more.
Really? Wow, thanks, Adam. I thought I was done for. The security footage will probably be on his apartment computer. Meet me in front of the subway station parking lot once you get a hold of it.
Care to give me a few more details on exactly what it is you want me to do?
Oh, yeah, sure. The footage will probably be in his apartment. On his computer, maybe.
So what? I just look him up in the phone book?
His apartment is near Brooklyn Court. It might be tough to get in because his building has a large security gate protecting it.
Well, that's just great.
Hacking the security gate is possible, but would require advanced hacking skills. You might have to look around for an alternate path. Maybe use the fire escape or something.
Megan made her presentation in Washington. The UN wouldn't even consider it. We don't know.
Mrs. Reed?
Oh, Adam, I'm sorry you startled me. And please, call me Cassandra. You and Megan were together long enough. I was waiting for you.
Out here? Why not come meet me inside?
I don't know. I guess I'm just not ready. This is where you work, but to me, this is also the place where I lost my daughter.
I know what you mean. It's never been the same for me either.
I guess it's not meant to be easy. It seems there's just no right way to deal with something like this. And I can't even begin to imagine how things have been for you after all you've been through.
Yeah. A lot of things changed 6 months ago.
I can't get over how much they've changed you. At first, I couldn't even believe you were still alive. How do you handle all of this?
I do what I have to do, augmented or not. Can I ask why you wanted to see me?
Yes, of course. I'm sorry. I'm here about Megan. About what happened to her. Or rather, about the investigation into what happened.
What about it?
Well, simply put, I feel something is not quite right with the way the case was handled.
You think there was some foul play involved?
I do. Call it mother's intuition. But when speaking to some of the investigators, there were a lot of inconsistencies. And then I met this detective, a man called Chase. He agreed things weren't handled by the book, although he has no proof.
And now you want to find out more?
I'll never hear my daughter laugh again, Adam. I'll never get a call from her to ask how I've been, or have the chance to ask her about her day. She was stolen from me. However unjustified this all is, I still want to know why it happened. You're not the same, Adam. And we've yet to see if it's for better or worse. But I know you loved Megan. Please, will you help me find out what really happened to her?
I never got a chance to investigate the attack myself. I'll look into it.
Thank you. This means the world to me, Adam. Really.
The first thing I'll need to do is meet with this detective, Chase.
Good. He works part-time as a security guard in an apartment building on Brooklyn Court. I'll be waiting for you in your apartment lobby once you're done.
Why does a detective need to work part-time as a security guard?
Oh, he retired soon after the case. I don't really know the details. Maybe he'll tell you more.
I'm on it.
Do you believe it? We had the place surrounded and ordered to hang back.
I, for one, approve of these protests.
Ah, Mr. Jensen. David Serloff told me you'd be dropping by. I've just been reviewing the test results we received on you last week.
Should I start rolling up my sleeves?
Surprisingly, no. I see no trace of glial tissue buildup in any of your charts.
It's been 6 months, Doc. Shouldn't I be on neuropozyne shots by now?
One would think, but these test results show no signs of implant rejection. If anything, the bond between tissue and electrodes seems to be getting stronger.
So I'm free to go?
Well, Mr. Seraph did ask me to discuss another topic with you. You are aware that several precautionary measures had to be put into place during your first surgery?
Not all of my implants were switched on, I know.
The damage caused by the hematoma had to be taken into account. Your brain needed time to recover, to get used to the mechanical neural processors and turn them on naturally over time.
Cut to the chase, Doc. What does Seraph want?
He feels that you might be ready to speed up the activation process using special software known as Praxis Kits.
You mean I don't have to wait for my augmentations to kick in naturally anymore?
You can, if you prefer. But Mr. Seraph did make a generous donation to LIM in your name, thus ensuring that Praxis software linked to your particular neuro enhancements would always be available to you and you alone. Please, take a look.
Dr. LeBlanc, code blue. Dr. LeBlanc, code blue.
Very well, Mr. Jensen. Use it in good health.
Protesting is not against the law. I know.
Adam, are you finished at the clinic?
For now.
Good. Right now I want to know who that corpse is. Head over to the police station and get his neural hub. And Adam, if you can't talk your way in, consider making a strategic retreat. There's gotta be another entrance in the side of the building.
Grayson hooked me up with some real tight merch. Those arc lovers get in my face now, I'm ready to pop.
Grayson? Where he at?
Hello there. Well, you must be Adam Jensen.
A keen observation.
Mrs. Reed told me you might pay me a visit. And don't take this the wrong way, but you're kind of hard to miss.
I'll try to take that as a compliment. She told me you might have information regarding Megan Reed's case and the attack on Seraph headquarters.
Oh boy, what a mess. Total pissing match. We had the feds on our ass, orders from 3 different departments, and pressure from so many lobbyists it felt like being the scrawny new kid in a prison shower.
It is a very high-profile case. Mrs. Reed said you thought some procedures were overlooked.
You got that right. I mean, you know how it is. Mrs. Reed told me you used to be a cop. There's always cases where you see the lazy officers taking shortcuts. But this was different.
Different how?
Too much stuff got overlooked. People seemed way too eager to jump to conclusions, and every time I was remotely insistent, I got turned down by ranking officers. People wanted to bury this thing fast. That's never a good sign.
Surely you have something more substantial than this.
Yeah, well, that's where you come in. I got a couple of leads I could never fully investigate. I started poking around, but these government-type agents just gave me the creeps. I got scared. Months away from retirement, I didn't want to fuck things up. But you obviously have the means to get to the bottom of this.
So what have you got?
First off, there's a rumor that the order to close the investigation came from higher up, maybe even outside the local department. Anything like that would have passed through Captain Penn. There might be traces of this left on his office computer.
Guess I'll have to pay a visit to the local precinct.
Well, while you're there, there was an officer assigned to the case, Chet Wagner. He's not what you call a choir boy. And when he suddenly got brought on the case, I got suspicious. Somebody wanted him there. And I'm pretty sure he tampered with some of the evidence. You should talk to him. Find out what he knows.
Okay, I'll have a little chat with Officer Wagner.
You'll most likely find him in the lobby. He got retrograded from his conduct, and he takes depositions now. He won't budge easily, but I'm pretty sure you can find some dirt on him on his desktop. His office is on the 3rd floor. You might find something there to help loosen up his tongue.
Anything else worth looking into?
Yeah, when the order came down to close the case, the bulk of the evidence was stashed in a storage locker. Maybe you can find some interesting stuff in there. It's on the alley right next to the station. The code is 4891. But I know an outside agency had access to that locker, so be careful.
Thanks for the heads up.
It's nothing. And, please, don't bother coming back here with details. Don't get me wrong, I'm glad to help. But the less I know about this case, the better I'll feel.
How did you get assigned to this case?
I didn't push for it, if that's what you mean. To be honest, I didn't want to get involved.
Why not?
I was an honest cop, Jensen. I always tried to conduct myself in accordance with the law, with procedures, and what I believed was right. Not really the standard MO for a case like this.
You said an outside agency may have tampered with a storage locker. What did you mean by that?
Well, I've heard that government agents may have locked up some of the more sensitive evidence in a safe inside the locker.
Come on, Chase. What are you not telling me?
Damn it! Okay, listen. I snooped around that locker before and found the safe code. But I kinda got caught by one of those guys. He knows I know, Jensen. If I give you the code, they'll know I talked. Call me negative, but I can't think of a nice outcome to that.
Why retire from the force only to become a security guard? I mean, it looks like you still love the work.
I love the idea of being a cop. Ever since I was a kid, I wanted to join the force. But I just got fed up. It's not like I had imagined it. It's a job. Some people are good at it, while others just don't care. And it shows. This case, the Seraph case, it was just the last drop in a cup already full.
That's all I need for now.
Access denied. Access granted.
Access
My pit bull, I meant. Get him some cider paw.
Them D-Road cats is gonna get popped if they keep... That's far enough. Leave quietly and you won't get hurt.
You don't want to get no closer, Og.
Keep out of this, Hansa. Get lost.
Who the fuck?
This time, patients attempting to access the 2nd Avenue Limb Clinic found their route blocked by supporters of the Humanity Front movement. The pro-human organization had received permission to gather in protest earlier in the week, but police decided to shut down the legal rally prematurely and closed the Broadview Tunnel. Perhaps they feared what might happen once the hostage situation at Seraph Industries resolved. Regardless, several violent skirmishes did break out, and no serious injuries were reported. This is Eliza Cassetta. All the media speculation surrounding that hostage situation in
Oh man, Eliza is so hot.
You're crazy.
All the media speculation surrounding...
Yeah? What do you want?
Information.
Then go bother the receptionist, Chrome Boy, instead of wasting my goddamn time.
Not that kind of information. I want to know about the Seraph Industries case.
Ha ha! And I want a blowjob and a vintage 05 Bard GT, so I guess we both keep on dreaming. Huh, metalhead?
I know you handled critical evidence linked to the case, and I want to know about it.
First off, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And second, even if I did, what makes you think I give a shit about what you want? Now, I strongly suggest you take your high-tech, toaster-looking ass out of my way before I handle you.
Mr. Taggart went on to express a sincere...
Are you deaf or just plain stupid? I told you to get the hell out of my way.
Should that day ever come to pass,
heard there was a
one cannot
demonstration.
help but wonder if millionaire Hugh Darrow, the man whose innovations first propelled augmentation technology to the forefront...
Did you see it on?
Yeah, hang on just a sec. Shit. Jensen?
Haas, surprised to see you here.
Yeah, well, I guess you're better at looking out for yourself than I am.
I don't have time for your self-pity. I need to get into the morgue.
That's it? Now, forget it. I don't know what's going on with that body down there, but my orders come from the brass. No one gets in. First thing you say to me after almost 2 years is you want something?
Should I have given you an order? You've always been very good at following those.
God damn. Where do you get off being so self-righteous? You think I like this? Look at me. From SWAT team commander to a crummy desk sergeant in the 2-bit precinct. I don't need this from you. I get enough of it at home. So either come up with something better than your usual attitude, or you can just forget it.
Okay, look, you're angry, and you've got a right to be. I'm putting you in a bad position, but I have to get inside that morgue. I won't let it get back to you.
I'm always in a bad position. This isn't fair. Why are you doing this? Putting me between a rock and a hard place again. You want me to sacrifice my job to save your boss's ass? And if I lose my job, my life goes into the toilet. But you don't even care about that, do you?
Yes, your job is at risk. Yes, you've taken the blame for what happened in the past, but look, I need your help. And it's important. You got my word, whatever happens, I'll take care of you.
Well, that might be a start. It all comes back to the kid, doesn't it? We were given a direct order, Jensen. So I took the shot. I followed orders. He was augmented, an unknown factor. He was too much of a risk.
We all make mistakes, Wayne. Nobody blames you for it. You have to believe that and forgive yourself, or you'll never put it behind you.
I know. It's just so hard. There's something I've been waiting 2 years to tell you. I blame you, Jensen, for everything that happened. Because when the chips were down, you got the order to fire, you refused, I got stuck having to do it, and you just walked out of my life. That's when everything went to shit, when you abandoned me.
I've heard enough of this. You're lying to yourself. You pulled that trigger, no one else. You can't escape from that for the rest of your life. Accept it, make it a part of your history, and put it in your past. Because denial is only making it worse.
I can't. Oh, hell. You're right. I've been so stupid. 2 whole years. I've got to start turning things around. Right now. Go on in. Don't worry about the guys. They'll leave you alone. But I need to think.
I'll be seeing you.
United in their cause to find a cop, the pro-human organization had received permission to gather and protest earlier. This is Eliza Kassan, reporting to you live from
So you're saying your name? A couple of witnesses told me this.
Hear about that shit that we just got in? From Connaught Technologies?
Connaught. Oh man, you're kidding me. They're finally gonna arm us with the PEPs?
That's right, my friend. The pulsed energy projection system. Single shot, get it in. Firing a concussive blast so strong.
About time. You the home sec guy I was ordered to wait for? Tell Manderley I didn't get the memo until I was halfway through the autopsy. By then, it was too late to close him up again.
Right. So you recovered the neural hub?
Tricky bit of work that was. A few inches lower and the bullet would have fried more than just the Pt.2 connectors. As it is, I can't guarantee you'll get anything useful out of it, other than the fact that it's been modified.
Modified? With what?
Some kind of wet drive. But hey, I didn't look. Ultraviolet means ultraviolet, and I know how touchy you guys get when it comes to matters of national security. He's all yours. The hub's been detached, but I left it in the skull as ordered. Now, if you'll excuse me, I got paperwork to fix.
Boss, I got the neural hub. Looks like it's been modified with some kind of wet drive. Pritchard should have a look at it.
No, don't bring it here. Frank's not finished running his diagnostic, and I don't want to risk connecting any tech to our networks till he's done.
Especially if the tech is military. So what do you want me to do?
Take the hub to your apartment. I'll have Frank contact you there.
You home sec guys really like to throw your weight around. This is the second time you've tampered with my lab, damn it.
Bureau has refused our repeated requests. Situation at Seraph Industries resolved. But no serious...
In person, to offer my...
Don't take another step. Back away, now. Don't take another step. Back away, now. Can't get away! I want to complete sweep. He was right here. Where are you?
Come on, buddy! You had enough? I'll be waiting for you, pal. Is that you over there? Freeze! Covered! Come out!
I heard that. Come on!
No, don't bring it here. Frank's not finished running his diagnostic, and I don't want to risk connecting any tech to our networks till he's done.
Especially if the tech is military. So what do you want me to do?
Take the hub to your apartment. I'll have Frank contact you there.
I unequivocally deplore the methods used by these.
Had received permission to gather in protest earlier in the week.
Jensen, I have a message for you. From one of your former colleagues. Detective Alexander.
Jenny? What did she want?
She said she could use some help if you can make your way over to Grand River Road. And might I just add, as wonderful as it is to have you back at the office, I am not your personal dating service.
I never let T-Boss be booking me with no card. I'm fine with that.
If you ask me, these riots are David Serra's fault. How can you say that?
Where are you, Jensen? I haven't gone all night.
Hello, Pritchard. I'm almost in my apartment now.
Well, when you do get in there, connect the neural hub to your computer. I've created a secure tunnel, and I'll take over remotely.
You can access my personal computer.
Who do you think configured your security protocols?
Welcome home, Mr. Jensen.
Pritchard, the hub's connected.
I know. Now be quiet and let me concentrate.
I need his name, Pritchard, not his entire genetic history.
That's not his DNA. It's the data he was trying to steal from us before he... My God, Jensen. Your suicide hacker didn't kill himself.
You obviously didn't see his brain splattered all over the floor.
No, you don't understand. The wet drive modification in this chip, it allows someone to hack through you. It turns you quite literally into a human proxy.
So he wasn't working alone. Someone off-site was doing the actual hacking.
Exactly. And whoever it was tried to hide his location by using multiple satellites. But I may have just traced him to here, an abandoned factory complex in Highland Park.
Get me the address, Pritchard. Because if we're lucky, whoever pulled our terrorist strings might still be there.
Adam, it's David.
Let me guess. You're sending me to Highland Park.
Not just yet. Frank's figured out why the network's been compromised. There's a persistent transmission coming from Derelict Row.
Street gang territory?
Well, our dead friend was posing as an Antioch. Who better to hide with than the D-Row ballers?
Right. I'm on my way.
Jensen, I'd appreciate it if you instructed your street informants to use more conventional means of contacting you.
What are you talking about, Pritchard?
I mean, I found a message stapled to your door. Colo, alley off Bagley Avenue.
This DRB turf, asshole. Don't try it.
get out of there.
Don't worry, baby.
I'm on to you. I know you're spying on us, studying us. Help out a fellow man.
Behold the future, man. Those protesters just don't understand.
I don't want to get no closer, Og. Come on, come on!
Jensen,
How can I help you, Francis?
you know why I'm contacting you.
The transmission that's making a mockery of your security efforts?
It's keeping a back door open into our network. None of us are secure unless you find the antenna that's sending it and shut it down.
For you, anything.
See? Didn't I tell you it was a stupid idea to let those Purity First assholes set up camp on our turf?
Yeah, but it wasn't our decision, so too bad. Besides, they paid rent like...
Get him! I see you, bro!
Take a move. I'm gonna get you!
sure you're ready if he comes back.
I'm about to beep.
Over there! Get the son of a bitch! If he's here, we'll find him.
He's gotta be here somewhere. That's it. He's not
Try
here.
to get him.
But stay
You
on.
Got him!
I see you, bro.
It's coming in. Get the son of a bitch!
Oh, fuck it, Em.
Keep running, asshole!
You running away? Go ahead and run.
Got him! Search every corner! I got something for you! Go ahead!
Keep running, asshole!
Search every corner! Keep him down! It's too late! It's too late!
speculation surrounding that hostage situation in Detroit has just blown through the roof. Thanks to the arrival of William Taggart, celebrity author and founder of the anti-augmentation organization, Humanity Front.
Access granted.
Boss, is that back door still open?
No, good job. Frank just sent me the all clear. Now it's time to find the bastards who attacked us. Farida, are you standing by?
On the line, boss. Jensen, you reading me?
Loud and clear.
Stay close to the antenna. Pritchard sent me the coordinates for it. I'm coming to pick you up. Mr. Jensen, your limo has arrived. You ready to leave?
Yeah, let's go.
Great. Detroit local. This is Seraph Industries Bravo Echo Echo 008. Continuing on.
Richard, you got coordinates on that factory yet?
I was only able to pinpoint an approximate area, Jensen. So scout around and look for anything unusual. I'll keep monitoring the frequency in case it suddenly goes active.
Yo, what's good, man? You looking for some new toys? I can make you a good deal.
I could use some information.
I could tell you some shit for sure. What you want to know?
You guys seen anything suspicious going down around here?
Suspicious ain't the word, man. All types of caravans moving in and out of here. They're going all out.
Who is they?
Well, that's the problem. These motherfuckers ain't consistent, for real. The feds were buying up all the land from the textile manufacturers until about a month ago. That's when some started going down in this bitch. Some real. What you call it before?
Suspicious.
Word, suspicious. something real suspicious started happening. These spec ops moved into the factory and started running some sort of major operation. They picked off my brother for trying to set up shop in the area. Rest in peace, Big Rizzle.
Yeah, rip. These spec ops still around?
Yeah, no doubt. They got a patrol unit in the courtyard, and they got snipers on the roof and shit. Thing is, I saw some government vans lurking around, so it looks like they be moving the party somewhere else and making way for the feds once again.
Thanks.
All good. Anything else?
Might be a good idea to stock up. What do you have?
Shit, son. We got some hot items right now. Check it out. What you need? Good idea. Here you go, son. Anything else?
I could use some more ammo.
Good idea. Here you go, son. Anything else?
I could use some more ammo. I'm good for now. Thanks for the offer.
All good, son. Peace. And watch your back.
Yo, some guy with a scope is watching the slums. Keep your head down.
I ain't gonna mess with them boys. You look like you could give them a run.
Manderley was supposed to have that morgue locked down, but somebody got to the corpse before we did. We can still reconfigure, track this Yahoo down.
It's too late for that. It's time to clean up.
But what about the Dutchman?
No loose ends, Barrett.
I'll make the call.
Malik, get out of sight, now.
Why? What's going on?
They're here. The mercs who killed Megan and her team.
Fuck.
I'm going in.
This is Fubar, man. I hate running with cartels between our legs like this.
Orders are orders. Besides, we're about to pull out anyway. Just waiting on confirmation about you.
I still can't believe it did. 3 months up to go with those security freaks. Something blows at the last minute.
You mean somebody? Maybe even the same guy who got inside that door. Get over there.
Malik, get out of sight, now.
Why? What's going on?
They're here. The mercs who killed Megan and her team.
Fuck.
I'm going in.
Orders are orders. Besides, we're about to pull out anyway. Just waiting on confirmation about you. Mr. MTV dead. 3 months ago. Somebody. Maybe even the same guy who got inside that door before we did. I mean, I'd like to get my hands on that. Did you hear footsteps? Yeah. Sounds like someone running. Hello? If anyone is hiding here, you'd better come out. I heard that. Come out. I think it came from around here. You see anything?
Got him in sight.
Wouldn't you be? The whole police force couldn't protect a dead body. Whoever grabbed that neural hub could have access to a lot of intel.
The hacker becomes the hacked.
Let's just hope the bullet fried most of his stuff. Otherwise, it'll be like that red dust operation all over again.
You see someone jumping around over there? I think it came from around here.
See anything? Over there! Hold it! Your footsteps. Lost visual. Hostile on the run! We know someone's here. Keep looking.
Lost him. Better keep watch.
Should be over there.
Get out here!
Nothing. Target's gone. Eyes open,
Something
man.
strange is going on. Stay alert! If he shows himself again, I want him!
Nothing. Target's gone. Eyes open.
Richard, patch me to Sarif. We may have a problem here.
Wonderful.
Adam, talk to me.
This factory, where the hacker's signal originated, it's got FEMA signs all over it. I think it's some kind of internment camp.
FEMA? That's impossible. Half of our contracts are government issue.
I know, but the soldiers who attacked us are here, and from the looks of it, they've got access to some pretty impressive equipment.
I better make some calls. Find out who's giving the orders and get back to me.
Orders are to pack up and pull out!
Yeah, and I'm not waiting for that ring knocker to get back here with a forklift. Trust me, my way is faster. See, why carry him when they can walk?
So why is he not walking out of here?
Hang on. Gotta be one of these fuckers. them? Nope. Orders are to leave them alone. Don't worry. They got secrets of their own to protect. Say anything about us.
Listen up. Operations here are over. That means gather all your toys and diapers, kiddies, because we are evacuating this dump right now. On your way out, you may cross paths with FEMA personnel just needing to get their bearings back. Leave them the fuck alone. Some of us may have to deal with it here. You just never know. In the meantime, make it quick and do it quiet, and we'll all meet up again in Shangri-La. Got it?
Someone hiding over there? Hello? If anyone is hiding here, you better come out. False alarm.
Jensen, that frequency we tracked just got a burst of activity. I think these guys might be pulling out.
Yeah, I've Kind of been getting that feeling. Any idea who's running the show?
They're using some kind of code. But from what I can gather, the guy giving the orders is still a level below you.
Nice job, Pritchard. I'll find him.
Looky here. We got us a Boy Scout.
He must be the one who mucked up my operation at the morgue.
Get rid of him, Barrett.
Oh, that's gonna be a pleasure. Look so good, boy.
Don't die on me yet. This Boy Scout's got a few questions to ask. Your leader, the one who called you Barrett. Who is he? Why is FEMA sending you after Seraph Industries?
FEMA? You think FEMA gives a rat's ass about some rinky-dink biotech corporation's company secrets? You got worse enemies than FEMA.
Yeah? Like who? Who?
Get to Shanghai. Hang shot, Court Gardens. Penthouse. Tell him... Tell him... Tell him Barrett sent you straight to hell!
Jensen, what's going on down there? Those soldiers just sticks out like you wouldn't believe.
They see you?
No, I was flying dark in case it got hot. You all right?
I'm fine. Patch me to Seraph.
I'm getting you out of here first. Get to the LZ. I'll pick you up there.
Yeah, take us back to Seraph Industries.
None too soon, if you ask me. Strap in and hold on.
Right away.
I'd love to, Francis, but I have to debrief Seraph first.
I suppose you could, or you could hear what I have to say and see if that doesn't change things. Pritchard out.
We need everyone on high alert. It's not only the pro-Augs who might want to get a Taggart, but the ones against them too.
You're saying that pro-human activists might see this visit as treachery?
I'm just saying anything is possible.
What do you want?
As much as I hate to admit it, I need your help. That signal you shut down in DRB territory. It's been active for almost a year.
You're telling me someone outside this company has had access to our network since before the first attack?
I've detected intrusions before and shut them down swiftly every time. But whoever designed this particular algorithm is good. Very good.
You've told Seraph?
See, here's the thing. The intrusions were possible because of a backdoor access into our security system that I never even knew existed.
The one Sanders' team used to get inside our plant.
I've worked here for 7 years, Jensen, and this is the first time I've seen that particular access route. David Seraph created it specifically to bypass the firewall. He's hiding something, and I think you should find out what it is.
Why me?
Because, as far as I can tell, Seraph created that access and was streaming a lot of data through it shortly after your ex-girlfriend suggested he hire you.
Excuse me.
Mr. Jensen, isn't it?
Sir, you have that charity dinner?
In a moment, Isaiah. I was hoping I might run into you, Mr. Jensen. Bill Taggart.
The founder of the Humanity Front. I know who you are.
Yes. Yes, I imagine you do. As David Sarris' top security man, I imagine you have quite the file on me. But I assure you, Mr. Jensen, I am devastated by recent events.
Really?
I do not support what you and your company are doing to mankind. I believe it's extremely dangerous. But abolishing human enhancement technologies will only be achieved through legal means.
I'll keep that in mind.
This is your first day back since the accident 6 months ago, isn't it?
Sir, we have to go.
What happened to me was no accident.
Ah, my mistake. But it must have been stressful facing down a second incident so soon. I imagine it brought back all kinds of unpleasant memories.
I appreciate your concern, Mr. Taggart, but it was nothing I couldn't handle.
I'm a psychologist, Mr. Jensen. I know when a man is hiding behind words. The flesh may heal, but the mind is not always so resilient. You might want to keep that in mind. Now, if you'll be so kind as to excuse me.
I'm curious about something, Mr. Taggart. What is it you hope to accomplish by coming here tonight?
I would think that would be obvious. Your company has been viciously targeted. The violence and bloodshed that's occurred, it must be stopped. But I'm afraid it won't be until men of wisdom and understanding come to an agreement.
About what?
About the future, Mr. Jensen. This enhancement technology threatens to change the course of human evolution, to redefine what it even means to be human. You think governments can afford to let that go unregulated?
You can't stop progress, Mr. Taggart.
Perhaps not. But neither can we afford to sit by and watch it happen on its own. Not when we have the ability, the collective will, and foresight to influence it.
I see. Thank you for illuminating me.
Anytime.
Boss, we need to talk.
Is something wrong?
I'm not sure. Did you set up a private access route to bypass the company firewall right before you hired me?
What?
Pritchard said someone's been using it to access our system since before the first attack. The security measures he and I set in place never stopped them because we didn't even know the loophole existed.
Oh, I see. Frank's fixed that, though, right?
He has now, but he's wondering why you never mentioned it.
Frank's paranoid, Adam. You know that. Can a busy man forget things once in a while?
You streamed an awful lot of data through that portal, boss. Right before you brought me on board. Pritchard may be paranoid, but I gotta admit, I'm wondering what was in it too.
Yeah, as an ex-cop, I guess you would. But the important thing is you found the hole and plugged it. We're secure now. And the information you uncovered in that FEMA facility may actually help us track these guys. So let's just stay focused on what's important.
You went behind my back on this one, boss. With all due respect, you hired me to keep this place secure. But I can't do that if you are not 100% straight with me.
Why are you getting so defensive? All I'm saying is we should be looking forward, Adam, not back. Right now, this company is on the brink of something phenomenal. Something that can change mankind forever. And there are a lot of people out there who want to see us fail. I need dedicated warriors to help me win this. I never told you, but Frank wanted me to subcontract our physical security needs to an outside PMC. I chose you, because I know how important loyalty is to you.
Boss, I think we're getting sidetracked here. If you want me to win this war for you, I need to know how badly we've been compromised. I need to know what was in that data stream, in case our enemies accessed it.
You think they could have? I see your point, son. That might be bad. I just wonder if you're being a bit paranoid here. Fixating on details that aren't critical? I mean, are you so shaken up by what happened 6 months ago, by your failure to make a difference then, that you can't roll with the punches anymore? Damn it, Adam! I brought you back in today because you have an immediate crisis to deal with. Questioning me about things that don't matter isn't going to bring Megan back.
Megan? Boss, what does Megan have to do with any of this? I thought we were discussing a security breach.
We were. She doesn't. I mean, Adam, you're missing the point. The data I streamed had nothing to do with Megan or her work. It was just a routine, fact-finding check that sprang from one of our discussions. The kind of check I have to run quite often around here, believe it or not. Now, if somebody backtraces the transmission and gets a look at it, I very much doubt they'll know what to do with it. Trust me, we're fine.
Boss, 6 months ago, mercenaries knew stuff about this company that I didn't, and used it to get past my security measures. I don't really care what kind of secrets you and Megan were keeping back then. I just want to make sure they don't endanger us again.
What exactly are you implying, son? That I would endanger my own staff to cover my indiscretions? I've been willing to give you a bit of leeway here, considering everything you've been through these past months, but let's not forget why it is you're even alive. Honestly. Are we done here? Because we still have to discuss our next move. Here, this is for you. It's a corporate passport encoded with your biometrics. I've set up a false flag routing which should get you to Henshaw Island without any problems.
You're sending me to China? What about FEMA?
FEMA's got nothing to do with this, trust me. We'll have better luck in China.
How can you say that? I saw the bastard who killed Megan pulling his men out of that facility. I left one of those men dead in its underground storage bay.
I know that, Adam. Frank was monitoring the whole thing. So I also know that before he died, that man gave you an address in China. I want you to check it out.
That doesn't make any sense.
Look, Adam. There's a reason this company's under attack. You think it has to do with the Typhoon or with some other top-secret military project that I haven't told you about?
The thought had crossed my mind.
Yeah, well, it doesn't. The work Megan's team was doing before they were killed, it was redefining what it means to be human. This company, Seraph Industries, was about to lead mankind to its next stage in human development. Self-controlled evolution. Can't you see how scary that can be to some people?
Sure. I also see how lucrative it can be for some others.
It's never been about money for me, Adam. But you're right. There are people out there who don't exactly feel the same.
Like who?
I'm hoping you'll be able to find that answer for us in China. So get going. Farida's prepping the chopper.